Hello, good evening, friends. God bless you. Today, I wanted to talk about Peter's supernatural escape or deliverance by angel from prison. There are two recorded events in Book of Acts, chapter 5 and chapter 12. I'm going to focus on today the event that happened in chapter 12. Now, when Herod, King Herod, found out the that when he persecutes or kills the disciples of Jesus, it pleases Jews, and he wanted to earn favor and he wanted to please Jews, and that's why he killed first James, who was John's brother. And then he found that this makes people happy. So he made a plan to kill Peter, and he arrested Peter and put him in the jail, in the prison. But Bible says that it was a time for unleavened bread, and he wanted to wait until this feast of unleavened bread is over. So he put Peter in a prison, and then at the end of this feast, he was thinking about getting Peter out, and he prosecute him and basically kill him. So when this event happens, because it's unleavened bread event, it looks like that almost 8 days has passed by, and Peter was waiting in the prison that when the day of execution will come, basically. On other hand, the disciples and their friends and basically all the early church members had a prayer meeting to pray for the divine deliverance of Peter. Now, when angel delivered or get Peter out of prison, he went to the house where the people were praying. And when you read that account, it is kind of seems like funny. They were praying for release of Peter, and when Peter comes and knocks at the door, they don't want you to believe. So it looks like they're praying, but they are not expecting the results. To the point, the maid went, and when she found out it is Peter, she was so happy. She did not open the door, but she went inside and tell the rest of the people that, hey, you are praying, but Peter is outside. God has answered your prayer, basically. And they said, you know what? That cannot be true. It might be his angel, but Peter cannot be released. So they were so sure that Peter cannot come out. It could be his angel. Now, why angel would come and knock on their door? That's a whole different thing. But they were so sure that Peter cannot come out from the prison. It could be his angel. And why they are thinking this way, that Peter cannot come out from prison, or it could be his angel? Because if you go back to Acts 5, they knew that in one time when the soldiers of the temple or the temple guard has arrested Peter and put into a prison, angel delivered Peter out of prison. So they knew that angel is involved. But now this time, Herod also knew that Peter has escaped from the prison one time, so he made sure that this time it won't happen. So this time it is not a temple guard who are watching over Peter, but it is the Roman soldiers. Not only that, this prison was not an ordinary prison, it has 2 more gates to pass to get to Peter. And the third thing, he has appointed a squad of soldiers. That means every 6 hours, the 4 soldiers will be rotated, and the 2 soldiers will guard, and 2 soldiers will be chained with Peter. Normally they will chain prisoners with each other. But this time, so the Peter was chained on one side with one soldier, another side with another soldier, and the two soldiers are watching over them. So absolutely there is no way Peter could have come out from this prison. So disciples or the friends of Peter who were praying for release of Peter, they were praying, but they were sure that this prison, this time when Peter is arrested, there is no way out. He can't come out. Absolutely there is no way. Peter also knew that this time his prison is different. Not only the people who were praying could not believe or had not faith that Peter would come out, but they were still praying. And Peter also knew that he would not come out, because if you read this story, Herod was killing the disciples. He has already killed James. And Peter knew that there is no way out. James is dead. And next is my turn. I'm going to die. And he has accepted his fate, basically, that he is going to die. And the angel comes in the night and he struck the Peter. Now, it is very fascinating why he has to struck Peter. Because angel looks like wanted to bring sense to Peter. That Peter, wake up. And there is so many times that angel can come, angel can talk, but this time angel has to struck Peter and tells Peter that rise up. Basically he says stand up. Now if you watch movies or anything, when you are tied with the rope or chains, the first thing for the escape you need to do, remove the chains or remove the ropes tied around your hands or feet. But in this case, angel is least worried about the chains. It is not angel's concern. So sometimes in our life, or you might be in a situation where you are chained down with the circumstances, with the situation you are in, and there is no way out. You have seen God delivered you in a smaller things in the past, and you have accepted God can deliver. But this time, your problem, your situation is so big that there is no way out, and you think that I cannot come out. These chains are very heavy, and everybody is focused on so much on the chain. The chain is the least concern for God or for angel. He didn't even notice the chain. He said, Peter, you stand up. He did not remove the chain. Angel did not remove the chain like we see in movies when somebody wants to be rescued, they remove the chain and rope first. But in this case, angel was not worried about chain. He said, Peter, get up. And Peter stood up. And as he stood up, the chain fell off. Because chains are the least worry for God to bring the deliverance. So if you feel tonight you are shackled down, if you feel that you are so much heavily bounded in a chain, if you find yourself in a so hopeless situation and you are praying for your chains to be removed, or you have lost hope that this is my life, this is how I am going to live, this is how I am going to die, there is no hope. Yes, one time God has come through, but this time, this is so big issue. There is no way I can come out. God is telling you tonight that rise up, stand up, put your sandal on. And if you rise up, if you stand up, the chain will fall off. The dreams that you thought that are dead, in God's eyes they are not dead. Rise up. The sickness you think is going to kill you, God says they will not. Rise up. The troubles and the chains that have shackled you, and you think that there is no way out, God says, rise up. It will fall off by itself. So when you read this story, both read Acts 5 and 12, and you will find that God is calling you out to rise up. Don't focus on the chains. Don't focus on the situation. Don't focus on your problems, because that is the least concern of God. God is more concerned about your soul and your well-being, and God says, rise up. Because if you rise up, everything will be all right. I hope God has blessed you today. Thank you.